What's going on, family? It's Ace Twin. Welcome to the Risk Takers. So today we got a special guest coming to the stage. She's a risk taker. She's a registered dietitian. And ladies and gentlemen, look, we finna help y'all out. We finna help myself out too, because you know I get crazy when it comes to that diet, man. I be eating wild, sloppy, but I back it up in the gym. But that doesn't always work, and I know a lot of people do the same thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring to you Sharon Sanders. How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm glad we kind of got this thing squared away, man, because I've been trying to do this for a minute now.
I know.
A minute.
But we're here now.
Yeah, we're here now. This is the perfect platform, and then, you know what I'm saying, it's the perfect way, perfect gems to give on this platform, this nutrition. What's going on, all my risk takers out there? So if you're a person right now that wants to make an extra stream of income, you know, try to get away from that 9-to-5 grind, or you just want to, you know, you like your job, but you just want to create another stream of income. This is the perfect way to do it with digital products. This is the easiest business model that I know of in the world. You know, you're working from your phone. All you need is Wi-Fi, 2 to 3 hours out your day, a phone or a laptop, and guess what? 1 week to learn this business model, and you can start generating sales and you start making money online passively. So if this is you, comment ready below, and I'll send you everything you need to get started. Let's get it. So let's start off with the beginning. You know, what inspired you to become a registered dietitian?
Oh, okay. So it dates way back. This was always the end goal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, starting when I was a younger girl, I'm saying once those hormones come up, like 11 to 12.
Things get different.
Yes, your body changes. And I was an athlete, so I just knew that, you know, I wanted to be the healthiest person. I wanted to be the most athletic person that I know. And body started changing, and I didn't realize that, and I was not prepared for that.
Right.
I thought that I could rely on my physical abilities, my athleticism, to make sure that I stay healthy for as long as possible. But that diet started creeping in. Yeah. And puberty hit quick, because I think I was maybe 12 or 13, I'm not sure, but I couldn't fit my pants no more, and I did not know
so you were getting thick at 13.
I was getting thick, and I had no clue where that was going to. I didn't know I was getting thick or big, you know, so I was like, oh, Lord. So what I did was just stop eating. I stopped eating, and I started,
like once a day? Something
no,
like that.
I was like, well, if I don't know what to eat, so I'm not going to eat.
Right.
I mean, I grew up in Birmingham, so I like the wings. I wanted to go to Wings Plus.
This is a foodie state, a foodie city.
It's been like that. Now we have like more fancier, top tier restaurants coming in, but I'm a local. So I like the wings, I like the fast food. And so I was like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna eat. So I'm not gonna eat it all. Obviously I started getting headaches, getting symptoms, and my mama, she was like, well, it's because you're not eating. So I was like, okay, so now I need to figure out what do I eat. And I'm a little girl trying to figure this out.
13, 14, right?
Yes. And so I just became so obsessed with how to balance being physically active and eating the right foods to manage your weight and manage your physique for sure. I was thinking about physique. Right. So, and then I'm the type of person, what I'm obsessed with, I want to share it. So I just knew that, you know, moving forward, whenever I got into my career, I wanted to be part of wellness. And nutrition was just something that just was my high focus. And I wanted to teach everybody, because I'm pretty sure the people that I was around did not know how to eat. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. So what you think is the most common, like, message when it comes to dietitian?
The misconception of being a dietitian.
Yeah, the misconception.
Then we the food police.
Food police. That's a good way to put it.
But we kind of are, but not kind of not. Okay? And if you think about it.
I mean, I say y'all just cautious of what you eat.
We're cautious, but think about it. Personal trainer and a dietitian. Who's going to be the biggest police in food? Because we're actually no.
You don't think so?
No. We want you to eat.
No, I'm saying, you said the difference between a personal trainer and a dietitian.
Think about your personal trainer and your dietitian. Who's going to be the most critical of what you eat?
That's going to be only on you. Okay, I say that personal trainer.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, they restrict you from all kinds of stuff. They're like, don't eat this, don't eat this. But a dietitian, we are trying to help you build a positive relationship with food. We want you to eat what you like. We're just going to help you build a habit so you don't eat it all the time. Right. And so that's what we're doing. We're kind of helping you with your mentality and find your balance with both.
Got you. Okay, so what would you say, where is the best place to shop to get food, fruits, vegetables, and just get, clean your diet up? I mostly try to find pharmacy markets. If not pharmacy markets, Publix.
Farmers markets, and Publix.
But what would you say?
I think when we're talking about whole foods, you can start with your local farmers market. Obviously, I haven't seen a farmers market that's open every day, because if you run out of food on a Tuesday, you can't wait till Saturday to get it. So obviously that, and just to think about different areas, because we talking money here. So I could throw out Whole Foods, but that is oh my gosh, that is a bad word to some people, because people like, who got for Whole Foods money?
You cussed them out. You said that.
Man, but honestly, Whole Foods is not that bad when it comes to finance. I worked there, and I did the price difference, and it's only $1 from Publix. And we pay Publix money.
Hell,
but people shop at Publix.
Publix high, but I ain't gonna lie to you.
If they're not at Walmart, they're at Publix. We don't have Food World anymore.
Yeah, they took that away.
And people are not driving all the way to Aldi's, which is, Aldi's is good if they have your fruit, because they don't always have the same things, but yeah.
I'm glad you said Aldi's, because I think, I haven't tried it yet, but I've been hearing feedback that it may be a good place to shop, as far as food-wise.
Why?
I don't know, that's what I'm saying. What are your opinions, though?
I'm not an Aldi's person, but I have a lot of clients that they go to Aldi's because they have a lot of different things. There's a lot of convenient food where it takes a lot of preparation away, and it's cheap. But my thing is, you don't always have the same product at Aldi's. Like, you go there, it's just like shopping at Ross's or Marshall's. Like, you're not going to that place to find a specific thing that you saw online. You're just gonna shop around, and that's what Aldi's is. It's fun. It's an experience. But I think that's how the popularity rise with Aldi's. But going back to finding Whole Foods, you have the local farmers market. You have Publix. I think that in any store that you go to, look at it. Like you said, you look at those factors when it comes to it. Like, if it has seeds, I'm not going to eat it. Okay, well, go around.
If it don't have seeds.
If it doesn't have seeds, So Walmart, I'm not sure. I haven't been to Walmart in a while, but they may have a watermelon that does not have seeds. They may have a whole watermelon if you want to cut it, because that's the safest approach to go if you just buy it whole. So I think if you go to these grocery stores, because I don't like to be so restrictive in what store you should go in, because things shut down.
How do you eat on a budget, on a healthy budget? If you don't got much money, you don't have a lot. Right.
So you go back to how we all started, and making sure you choose the foods that are within budgets. Now, everybody has their own recipe. Everybody has a couple ingredients that they want to add to their meals.
Right.
Now, cutting down ingredients, that's one, to not have to spend so much food. And also maybe buying in bulk and meal prepping, for sure. Meal prepping, knowing what you're going to eat every single day, and knowing how much each meal costs that you are creating, because if you make it, you're really stretching out a meal, versus you eating out. You got to pay for you have to pay money for the preparer and all of their supplies that they use to cook the food, and their ingredients, and also how they make profit. So when you make your own food, you meal prep, so maybe you can stretch your meals out, and also you buying in bulk, because I think that goes back to stretching your meals out, because you know how to place certain things, and also understand how long food can last in your refrigerator.
Yeah, because we come to healthy food, it only lasts so long. Like, that shit be lasting like 3 days.
Taco Tuesday, you got all that lettuce.
I don't waste so much money.
I
can waste about $100.
Produce for sure. Produce for sure. So you need to make sure that you have a whole entire plan mapped out when it comes to produce, because you're going to have to throw it away. And one thing that I just started doing with cheese, because cheese is so expensive.
Yeah.
I started buying in block. I put my shredder to use now.
That government cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm buying block instead of going to buy
cheese,
not buying
cheese.
like a $6-7 bag of shredded cheese. Okay. I shred my own.
So what's the difference between the block cheese and the cheese that come in a pack?
Well, the block cheese, it lasts longer. the one that come in a pack, it's already cut, and so the quality is reducing, and that makes the shelf life reduce. It's shorter, so you have to use it
Gotcha.
up. So you see how people, they're able to have cheese, because nobody's using cheese every single day. Well, not me. It's some people.
Yeah,
Some
there's
people
some
may
people out
have
there
it
doing
all the time, but if you know that you want your cheese to stretch,
Right.
keep it in the block and just use it as you go. That comes with vegetables too. So if you buy like a head of lettuce instead of having it already cut, it lasts longer. The bell pepper, if you keep it on that thing that keeps together, like the bell pepper, the stem, the top, if you kind of keep it on that, it lasts longer.
So when you take the stem out, that's when it starts to
Yes.
start to ripe faster.
Exactly.
Got you. Okay. So for us, let's get into the vegan lifestyle.
Okay, let's go.
You know, since you're a dietitian, you know both sides. Now, as far as a vegan, what should a vegan eat to replace the protein if they don't eat meat?
Well, you stick to the plant-based foods.
Right.
So there's protein in certain foods, in your vegetables. You have the legumes, your beans. You have broccoli, which is such a powerhouse vegetable. You have certain things that already has protein in it, and then now we've reached this level that plant-based types foods is growing. So they're making cauliflower look like wings and stuff like that.
Good too.
But they do choose those things that like pea protein or all these other different proteins that are plant-based. They try to modify it where you can still enjoy the same foods that everybody else is enjoying and still be compliant to a vegan lifestyle. So making sure that you choose those foods that you like. One thing I love about Whole Foods, and I'm not getting paid. They do not endorse me,
Right.
which they should.
Come on with the shit, man. We talking about y'all. Might as well come cut it.
Well, okay.
Come on and cut it.
Because I work there.
Okay.
But I used to work there, but they hold a lot of events that that educate people on the plant-based diet if they're interested in incorporating those things in their diet. I love plant-based. No, I'm not vegan. I'm not necessarily aligned with all of the morals that, makes vegan. But I do enjoy exploring different types of food, like the plant-based foods and things like that. I love me a good Beyond Meat burger.
Oh man, me too.
And so, or bean burgers, like that's another example. People eat bean burgers, and that's a vegan diet. I mean, a vegan meal. So, check out Whole Foods. They have events, and also you can get samples there where you can kind of try certain things. Because I try not to use the cuss word tofu. Can't use the tofu because people like. What? Tofu? Nobody can eat tofu.
Do you think it's difficult to cook?
No.
You don't think so?
But also, Whole Foods has this food service, and they have like plant-based things, so you can try it out to see how you like it. That's if you would like to, learn more about those types of meals. But I definitely, and the only reason because I haven't heard of any other store that does it, but Whole Food definitely is an amazing learning environment for people to explore foods and understand the nutritional value of them.
Now, how important is nutrition? Like you would say, and why people should take it serious?
Nutrition is so important. Like honestly, I think it's so easy to move. It's easy to exercise. It's easy to read a book. But when it comes to what you put in your body,
that's the tough part.
That is so conscious because it's like it's a coin. Like, does it work? Nutrition is important because it literally aligns with your mental capacity, how well you're able to move, how all the functions of your body works. Like you have nutrients and they have certain functions to allow your body to digest and metabolize those nutrients out so that you can think, you have the energy. You have the energy capacity to do whatever you need to do within a 24-hour day, and the mind to do it. So I think that nutrition is something that is worth the investment to learn how your body functions, so that you are able to know your capacity or your balance. Like, okay, with these type of food, how much food does my body require? Like certain nutrients, do I need, due to my lifestyle or my family history, how much vitamin D do I need to have? It's due to my age and my gender, how much calcium, vitamin D, how much iron I need. Women, we go through hormonal cycles where making sure that we have certain nutrients to make sure that we are continually flowing throughout the day and throughout the month or whatever stage we're in. So nutrition plays a huge key factor on our bodily functions and how we are able to superficially move throughout the day.
Gotcha. That's real great gems you just dropped there too.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the vitamins,
Okay.
what type of vitamins should I say females and males?
Well, I just think all vitamins are important.
Right.
And we have recommendations. You have the RDA's recommended daily intake of how much a person, whether it be female and male, should have daily. And so I'm not able to drop that profile out just like that, but I think all vitamins are important. So if somebody were to incorporate a multivitamin, that means that they are ensuring that they are getting a sufficient amount of vitamins a day, and the rest comes with the food that they eat.
How do you approach your clients with this? Because I know you don't shove it in there like, you need to be doing this, you need to be eating this, you need to be doing that. How do you slowly...
I'm not a dietitian.
Yeah, how do you slowly like lay it on them like, okay, we need to be gearing towards this type of diet?
Yeah, okay. So with a typical client, when I meet them, I want to get to know them. And also I wanted them to, know who I am too, so they understand, my standpoint and how I will be supporting them. But we tackle bad habits first and try to clean it up.
Sure do.
A lot of things, and I say this in so many podcasts, that a lot of things people already know. They just don't do it. People know that, highly processed foods and fried foods can really impact their body in a negative way. But, some people don't do it. People know alcohol is not healthy, but they still drink it. And so when we assess, their daily lifestyle and their habits first, and then we make goals. We make, I love to use this template called SMART goals. So specific, it's like, okay, so what's the goal? What do we need to tackle? We make sure that we measure it. It's measurable. So like, okay, for how long are we going to look at this? When do we expect to, that this short-term goal should be met? Make sure it's achievable. Like, what are we going to do daily to make sure that we're moving towards this goal?
Right.
And make sure that it's reasonable. Like, okay, is this going to be going towards your long-term goals? Like, why is this relevant? Why are we doing this? And then a time bound. Also, like, making sure that we have, measurable things that it's like, okay, you're going to do this amount of time, and we go all the way down to it. I had a client, we talked about exercising. And I literally was just asking her every question so that she could consider it whenever she may doubt it. It's like, okay, I don't feel like doing it. So I'm like, okay, how many times we gonna work out a week? Let's be realistic. How long are we gonna do it? Okay, what happens? Do you have anything in place that's gonna motivate you every day to do it? And so I like to use that template, but that's why we have several meetings to see where we are at, because sometimes they're not ready for this type of conversation. I was like, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing this. They need to be empowered that they can control their lifestyle. They need to identify what is their why. Why do they need to have asking all the questions that you're asking me right now? Because I have to make sure like they're going to do this.
Right. You don't want to be wasting your time.
I don't want to waste their time.
They don't want to waste their time.
Exactly.
So how do you know when they're serious, when they come to you? Like, how do you pinpoint? You can get some clients, they stay around for 2 weeks and they just take off. And, some clients, they stay around for 2-3 years. So do you price those clients different? Because I know some people that be like, I'm going ahead and hit them with the big price because I want to see how serious they is. Then once I hit them with this big price, then I start lowering the price because I see they're serious. Yeah,
so I'm really not into the, I don't utilize my pricing to motivate my clients. Actually, you can get my service for free through your health insurance. And so I think the way I retain my clients is, one, we understand what their why is. And their why may be health, like they had a health scare that brought them to me. And the doctor said, you need to clean up your diet, look through your insurance and see if you can find a dietitian. And they come to me. And they choose me because in their insurance they have a list of dietitians they can choose from. But some people, they're looking for an African American woman.
Right.
They're looking for somebody that may be in my background because I have everything on there. With school I went to, I've been to a PWI and an HBCU. So they try to find somebody they're comfortable because this is a very vulnerable session. This is very vulnerable conversations. And so that's why it's always going to bring you back to your support group. And then, like I said, we have these goals, these small goals that I don't make them hard, and actually they make them. I'm asking them like, "Okay, what you think you can do to get better? What do you think you can do? Like, let's start with you." They was like, "Well, I'm here for you." I'm like, I'm gonna get there. I'm here to support you.
Right.
I'm here to educate you. But for someone that's that's not putting any investment into their health, tell me what you know about it, and I'm gonna help you. Because one, we have to give ourselves grace.
Yeah, you got to.
You know, it's not that bad. It's possible to get out of the hump, but we have to be realistic to exactly what are we doing and how are we stewarding our bodies.
Got you. What would you say to the culture, like far as, do you think the culture is promoting health a lot in a good way, or do you think it's promoting in a bad way? And I'm gonna include the social media part as well.
Yeah. So I think, like I said, it depends on your algorithm, but I think that longevity is highly promoted. And people are now saying what they're doing for longevity. You see, an average 50-year-old does not look like she's 50 anymore.
Nah, not no more.
Okay, I don't know what they're doing.
Not no more.
But I know one thing: they're taking better health. They're taking better care of their health.
Yeah.
These same 50-year-olds, they probably already went through cancer. They had diabetes. I mean, think about who their parents are.
Yeah.
And they took that chance to say, you know what? They turned their life around and they took better care of themselves. And so I think that is highly promoted right now. You see celebrities, they're being more candid and transparent with what they're doing.
Right.
Social media is good because we get insight on what they're doing. Before we didn't. You know, and so we're getting insight on exactly those authentic and realistic raw things that the celebrities are doing. And then you see the influencers. They're saying like, I take this. Now sometimes it may be a myth, but it gets people to want to do the same. They want to take care of themselves too.
Right.
So
why do you think certain people wait till they get on their last leg?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got to go to the hospital. They got to take 6-7 pills a day for them to start taking their health serious. And it's mostly, I want to say, in our community. It's like that in our community a lot. You know, you get a heart attack. Someone get a heart attack, like, oh, damn, I need to take my health serious now. You know, they get diabetes or such illness, and they start doing that. Why do you think that?
I honestly think it goes down to their community. So I would say in our community, being African American, how many of us saying like, we like wings, but you shouldn't be eating that much?
I ain't never heard that.
How many of us saying 6-piece, not 10-piece wing?
Yeah.
Lemon pepper too?
Now
look, it is good though. I like it.
Yeah, it is. I ain't gonna say it ain't good either.
But it hot.
You know.
but I'm saying, but we have to be honest with each other. I think that community, that accountability.
We don't be honest with each other.
We're not talking about balance.
No.
You know, we want everything smothered. We want all vegetables overcooked.
Yep.
And we're not, and I'm saying maybe some people, but it takes a majority to get our race to move.
Yeah.
You know? And so I think that surrounding yourself with people that is pushing you towards that, but I think majority of us, just being honest, but I think majority of us, we don't take it serious until it hurts, until we feel it hurts. Yeah.
Moving forward, what advice could you give, you know, in our community on this?
Don't wait till the last minute. Understand your body. Understand who you are and how you're functioning. I go back to habits. I can't go away from it. But the more you do something that you know that's not good for yourself, it's going to hit hard. Yeah. There you go. It's called red flags. We all know what red flags is, right? Oh, yeah. You know, we can see them.
Signs. Your body going to give you a sign.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to give you
don't see the flag until you feel the pole.
Yeah.
Okay? And so I think I want to encourage everyone to take control of your health.
Mm-hmm.
Don't allow your environment to control your health. Don't rely on healthcare, because as we continue messing up our body and really bullying it,
Mm-hmm.
that's when we have to rely on a doctor
Yeah.
to say, like, okay, do I have time to take care of you? I mean, we've been through a whole pandemic.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
So let's not act like we don't know exactly how a healthcare situation
Mm-hmm.
is right now. So if you take care of yourself, you don't have to depend on somebody else to take care of you. And so that's why I say, and with that, you're going to make sure that you understand your health team and get the right support around you to make sure that you're educated on your own self.
I like it. I like it. And last question I want to ask you. As far as beginners, they just starting this thing. They just getting into the health world, fitness world, and they want to change their life, do a 360. Because we got 2 more months in this year. So, 2025, everybody finna get on the health and fitness journey.
Come on.
So it's the time. This is the perfect time. So what can a beginner do to start, moderation, start getting into a healthy lifestyle?
Okay. So what a beginner can do is take an audit of their whole entire wellness. Audit. All right. Good habits, bad habits, what you're doing well, and what things that we want to get better at. I am a firm believer of fasting. Things that I'm like
I
bad
just
habits.
Start getting into that.
Really?
Yeah. Man, it's a process. It is. For me, it's a challenge because I did my first fast, like a real one. I did a 2-day fast like 2 months ago, just water.
Okay, now
Like 2
I
days.
didn't say all that.
Yeah, I did just water. And see, I was like, that was a challenge.
What you do that for?
Cause I was fasting for everything. Food, period.
But we need food.
I know, but
Okay.
the more empty you are, as far as getting far away from food, the more spirituality, the more you get closer to God.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, when you're empty like that, you're supposed to use the Spirit of God to fill you up. And that's what praying, coming in, meditation, and reading the Bible.
Okay.
So that's why I did it.
Okay.
And it was new. And I the second day, I cracked a little bit, but I got back on it and finished it out. Okay. But it's definitely a challenge. Right. But fasting is very good. Now, everybody fasts different. You can fast from social media, you can fast from meat.
Yeah.
You can fast from dairy.
Yeah.
What your style of fasting is.
Okay, just like you said, like whatever I feel like that is, it's pulling me from God, because I love to use, anything I use God to bring me through. So that's the reason why I kind of understand you. You can take everything away and lean on to Him, and God's still gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say live like that, because because God gonna say, get you something to eat, okay?
Right. Yeah. Now listen, I don't want people out there in the TV world. You only fast for a period of time. Have a deadline.
2 days is fine, okay?
2 days. Now I know some people that did a week. Like my aunt.
Okay.
So she have done, and I didn't believe it at first, but she had witnesses say she hadn't fasted a whole week without eating or drinking nothing.
Just water?
Just nothing. No water, no food. I'm like, I didn't think that's possible. But it's possible. It's people out there that do it. Shout out to Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates and done a good little minute. But like I said, stages to it.
Yeah.
Everybody's stage is different.
Right. I would love to hear your fam's story about how their process, how their journey was, because the fasting is quite a journey. It's to strengthen your discipline up for sure. And so when it comes to fasting, it's like whatever you feel like is overtaking your mind and you feel like you're idolizing it, take a break from it. Whether 2 weeks, it takes 21 days to build a habit or cut a habit.
Yeah,
so I'm a firm 21-day girl. And so I think that those 21 days, taking a break from that. So you ask yourself, I eat fried. People will be honest with themselves. I eat wings way too much. I eat fried food way too much. Take 21 days away from it and see how your body develops.
Right.
And even social media. I actually, did you see Ari Lennox? her posts.
I did see it.
Yes, so she said that social media has done way too much for her. She started to become addicted to it. And so now she's no longer doing social media, and she's going to have to find, her fear was the fact that she's not going to be able to find marketing because social media is such a crucial thing to the marketing world now.
Yeah.
And so now she's off social media because she wants her mind back. She wants to take more control of, you know, the extra things that she's getting out of social media is outside of marketing. And so I thought that was very powerful.
It is powerful.
Yeah, but it takes that. We can have so many bad experience in life, but we just continue looking at the red flags and going through the red flags until you have that pole. Hopefully we don't run into the pole. We stop before you get to the pole.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it's anything. And I would say the biggest impact to a negative nutrition lifestyle is processed food, overly processed food, fried foods, alcohols, and consistently intaking those things. If you feel like you're doing that constantly, take a break from it. And I think that's what most people are doing. I like to do the Daniel fast in the beginning of this year. I do Daniel fast throughout the year. I like to do it in the beginning of the year, halfway in the year, close to my birthday, because it really, something about that Daniel fast, it really restores my focus, and it gives me so much energy. Like, I love coffee, but I actually function so much better without coffee.
Yeah. Now, what is the Daniel fast for the ones out there that don't know this?
Yeah, so okay, I think everybody has their own definition of Daniel fast, but I think that taking off additive sugar, animal meat, obviously alcohol. It's a list of them. I know those are 3 key things that you restrict in your diet. So I know I found myself, I can tell you my meal plan while I was doing it. So I would have for breakfast oatmeal with no milk. I would have like maybe almond milk that has no added sugar to it, and some fruit. I would have, I liked hummus with
Hummus good.
wheat pita chips.
Yeah.
I snacked through that. I had salads, a lot of salads, that with oil dressing. And then for dinner, I just had like maybe a baked potato with some veggies and things like that. So throughout that time, I did that, and I read the Bible. And so, like you said, you know, when you're not consuming these things that you feel like it's such a priority to your nutrition, and you see God, He fills that Holy Spirit. It really fills you up where you feel like you are, you know, consuming that stuff. So I would say that's my Daniel fast.
Gotcha. I love it.
Yes.
Any last words you want to say to the people out there, Sharon?
Well, thank you so much for having me. This was a fun conversation.
Yeah.
I love to push out, you know, the awareness of wellness through nutrition. I definitely, it's my mission to empower people to take control of their health by daily habits, understanding their body and remembering their body. Right. If you would like to discuss with me and have a meeting with me, with sessions, like I said, I do take insurance. I work under a private practice of Chester Nutrition Counseling. My name is Sharon Sanders, and you can book me. You can go to my Instagram, Sharon Sanders RDN, and I'll have my link on my bio. And yeah, let's chat.
Make sure y'all follow her. Please make sure you follow her. 2025 is right around the corner. Do not sleep on this. Get started like right now so you'll be ahead of the game next year. Subscribe to the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sharon Sanders. Thank y'all. I'll see y'all in this video. Stay with it.
Thank you.
Perfect. I like it.